Hey, what is up, everybody? I am here to give you my Smackdown review for January 9th, 2015. This is actually the last Friday night Smackdown review. I mean, I'm still going to call it Smackdown, but this is the last night, Friday. It will be called Friday Night Smackdown because next week Smackdown will be on Thursdays, and I'm fine with that. Next week is going to be a big change-up. NXT will be on Wednesdays, SmackDown Thursdays, and TNA Fridays. So it's gonna be a big change up next week. I'm just gonna go review the SmackDown. I thought it would be a little bit better because it was the last time it would be on Friday. But no, I guess not. The one thing I think that's missing is Dolph Ziggler and Ryback because they were the ones that normally made SmackDown, and they're the ones that I normally watch SmackDown for because I love Dolph Ziggler's matches, and Ryback's the same way, and he has other interesting assets about him. And they don't have that right now. But other than that, this SmackDown was still fine though. We get JBL, Tom Phillips, and Michael Cole on commentary. They let Tom Phillips talk a lot. I've noticed that. I wonder if they're just trying to practice him. They're having him practice so that way he could be a better commentator, which I'm fine with, but you don't know. I mean, he was on NXT, so I don't really know why he needs to be practiced. Because I noticed when they were showing like a recap, he talked forever. Like Michael Cole and JBL was silent. And he's kind of like the third wheel anyways, because Michael Cole and JBL have been doing commentary since I think 2006, and I think they want to have him talk a lot so that way he's not like the third wheel. I don't know, just something I've noticed. So Seth Rollins comes out to cut a promo. He comes out with J&J Security, Jamie Noble, and Joey Mercury. Pretty much gloats about the fact how he's in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at the Royal Rumble. I have mixed feelings about that because at the one hand, I mean, you don't have to see Lesnar Cena again because some people don't want to see them have a one-on-one match again. On the other hand, this was advertised as though like final encounter, and now Seth Rollins kind of ruined that. But then again, it's not like Seth Rollins has anything to do because he can't really work with anyone because he's already feuded with Dean Ambrose. He's already feuded, he can't really feud with anyone on the main event level. I mean, I just kind of think on that, and he can't really enter the Rumble because if he wins, it'll make more sense. So I don't know. I mean. It does make sense for him to be in it too because he kind of ties with the storyline with Cena, and then he also talks about how he also gloats about the fire-ins, and to gloat even more, he's gonna do like a silent 10 when they go silence, and then there's the 10 bells that go off, to play a moment of silence to the wasted careers of Ziggler, Owen, and Ryback. And then Roman Reigns interrupts it and says that he's just going to pretty much kick Seth Rollins' ass, and he does just that. He beats the crap out of him and the security. And then Corporate Kane comes out, and the Big Show. And Corporate Kane says that tonight it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Big Show and Seth Rollins. And if he can find a tag team partner, it will be a tag team match. And if whoever joins Roman Reigns won't really be in good terms with the Authority. That's pretty much what Corporate Kane references. And then Big Show says that you're going to compare the Superman punch to this fist. Well, tonight the odds are against you, and I'm going to hit you with this fist. That's exactly, I think, what he said, too. And then Corporate Kane was backstage, and he was on the phone with, I'm assuming, Triple H or Stephanie McMahon, one of them, too. And Miz and Mizdow come up. And he's like, I'm fine with not having the Miz TV segment because Seth Rollins needs his time to shine. And he's happy that the Authority's back in power. And he wants Kane to make the Triple Threat Tag Team title match a one-on-one match between them and the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. And because he doesn't think it's fair. And then he asks Mizdow for the water, and he hands it to him, and it spills on Kane. And Kane's like, well, you know what? Life isn't fair. It stays a Triple Threat match. And you have Mizdow to thank for that. So that it's kind of teasing the split between Mizdow and Miz. And then we get Adam Rose with Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus Big E with Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. This is a joke because the New Day, with Big E, Woods, and Kingston, It's just a joke. They're using Cesaro like a joke, and in a way, I guess they aren't really using Tyson Kidd as a joke. I mean, they are, but this is the most they've used Tyson Kidd, so I don't know. Big E wins with the big ending. Cesaro, no one even did anything. I don't even think the other guys needed to be out there. They're just out there because Cesaro and Kidd are feuding with the New Day. You know, Cesaro's being used like such a joke. And then Conor and Victor of the Ascension come out and squash Jobbers again, and then they talk about how they're better than Animal and Hawk of the Road Warriors, and they're better than the Warlords. I think it was in that tag team. I don't really mind the gimmick they have. I just hate that they squashed Jobbers because that's pretty much stuff I've seen on NXT before. I like the gimmick in NXT better, but people are just trashing all over it. I don't really think it's that bad. So then the Usos get interviewed, and they get asked about the Firemen's, and they say that it's not fair, and they also said that it's not fair that we have to defend our tag team titles tonight in a triple threat match. But hey, we're gonna pull through and do it anyways. I wonder if now that they said this, the Authority is gonna punish the Usos. I mean, it might be nothing, but that would be nice if they actually did so. So then we got Alicia Fox versus Naomi, and Naomi cuts like a little bit of a promo in like the box that they like to cut during the matches, and Naomi says that she considered Alicia Fox her friend for years, and that she's gonna go Uso crazy, like my husband Jimmy Uso says, on Naomi. No, not on Alicia Fox. I don't really get what she's saying that they were friends, because I think, didn't they have a match like a couple weeks ago? Like it was like the Christmas week. And Alicia Fox was a heel then, so I don't really get what they're saying there. I mean, they had matches before when Alicia Fox was a heel. Naomi pretty much kicks Alicia Fox's ass, and Alicia Fox wins with the roll-up, and she holds the ropes. I think they put Alicia Fox over to put over Total Divas, since Alicia Fox is on that show. It's such a joke that they took Naomi off for Alicia Fox, but they didn't take Eva Marie off. That's the joke. Bray Wyatt's backstage, and he said when he looked at Dean Ambrose, he saw a little bit of himself in Dean Ambrose, but then he realized Dean Ambrose is just a normal man, and the door of faith closed on Dean Ambrose, symbolizing, that the ambulance door is closed on Dean Ambrose. And then he announces that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble match. I'm fine with that. I actually like the fact that Bray Wyatt will be in it. He won't win it, but he'll be in it. And then we get the Usos defending the WWE Tag Team titles against Golden Stardust and the Miz and Damian Mizdow. This was actually a really solid match. I think this might have been the match of the night for me, actually. I really enjoyed this match. The Usos are taking it to Golden Stardust, and then the Miz tags himself in, and the Damian Mizdow is just copying all his moves. Eventually it breaks down. The Usos take out everybody, and then at one point they threw Miz over the top rope, and the stunt double went over the top rope himself. Jake Uso dives on everybody, and then Stardust does the fallen star, and he says make a wish before he jumps off. And then he has like a face-off with Damian Mizdow, and he just falls because he dived on the Miz. I thought that was funny. And then Jimmy or Jay Uso, or Jake, it could have been one of them, go off the steps and dive on Stardust. And then Golden Stardust get the heat on Jake Uso for a little bit. And then Miz tags himself in when Jake Uso is about to get some offense in. And he goes off on Stardust. He teases that he's going to tag in Mizdow, but Stardust rolls him up. And then Damian Mizdow just tags himself in. I thought that was awesome. The crowd got a nice pop for it, and I actually was surprised they actually had him in the match. And he's actually doing good. He's hitting all the Miz's moves. And then the Miz says, you shouldn't have tagged yourself in. He's yelling at him. And then that distracts Mizdow, and Golden Stardust get the heat on him. And I actually think they got the heat on the right guy, because Damian Mizdow technically is over with the crowd, so they're obviously going to hate it. And Stardust does a disaster kick to Miz, and it knocks Miz off the apron. And when Damian Mizdow hits a body drop, and since Miz isn't there to make the tag, he has to tag in one of the Usos, and he tags in, Jake Uso. He gets a hot tag on Stardust, and then Goldust tags himself in, does a roll up on Jake Uso, and then he kicks out, and then Goldust hits I think Goldust had hit like a he went for a scoop slam, and Jake Uso hit a super kick, and then Goldust tried to pin Jake Uso, and Miz broke it up. Stardust takes out Miz. Goldust takes out and Mizdow takes out. No, he took out Jimmy or Jay Uso with the skull crushing finale, and then Goldust hits the final cut on Mizdow. He goes to hit it on Jake Uso, and then it doesn't work out that way. He counters it, and Stardust is gonna pull down the rope so when Jake Uso gets Irish whipped into it, he'll go outside the ring. Instead, it happens to Goldust, it cost him. And they dive on Gold and Stardust, and then Jake Uso hits a splash on Goldust for the win and retains the tag team titles. A lot went on in this match, so it was hard for me to remember who was happening to. But they did tease the fact that they could have Goldust versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania because Stardust had pulled the rope down and Goldust went out. And I heard on Superstars, because Jesse Lampfield, who you can subscribe to, said that Stardust accidentally hit Goldust on Superstars. So maybe that's trying to slowly build up the Cody Rhodes and Goldust match. I don't know if Cody Rhodes would work the match as Stardust or himself. I would prefer to him to work as Cody Rhodes, but that's just me. But yeah, Usos retain. I'm fine with this. I wasn't really shocked. And it was a good match. It was actually my favorite match on the show. And then, trying to remember what match we got next. We get Bad News Barrett. Before he has his match, he's supposed to have a match. He says he has some good news. He is the new Intercontinental Champion, and he says he's in a generous mood. So he's going to have Dolph Ziggler come out right now and have his rematch for the title. But since he's fired, he's not there. And then he says that he's going to enter the Royal Rumble match and become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then he has a match with Sin Cara. Sin Cara actually beats him with the Swanton Bomb. I actually was not expecting at all Sin Cara to win because they use him like a joke. The only time, this was actually, I haven't even seen Sin Cara's entrance or anything in a while. Because normally when I see him now, he's tag teaming with Kalisto as the Lucha Dragons on NXT, and they use Kalisto's music instead. I never get to see his theme song. I like this. And afterwards, though, Bad News Barrett attacks him from behind and hits the bullhammer elbow on him. But I actually like this. I know that they're not going to utilize Sin Cara, but I like Sin Cara. It sucks that they don't utilize him better. I understand why, because he gets injured all the time. But that was my mystical with Sin Cara. This is the newest Sin Cara, and I don't know why they don't still utilize him. It just baffles me. But I see him getting his IC title shot either on Raw or next week on SmackDown. And then, on main event. I know even get it on main event. And Bad News Barrett will retain. But I thought this was fine. Kind of sucks that Sin Cara's never going to get his big break, though. I don't really want him to be world champion or anything. I just at least want him to hold the IC title. And then we get the main event. It's Seth Rollins and Big Show with Corporate Kane and J&J Security ringside. And what happens is we don't know who Roman Reigns' partner is going to be. It's Dean Ambrose. I'm not really shocked because I knew Dean Ambrose really doesn't give a shit because he's crazy anyways. And he's not even on good terms with the Authority anyways. But they brawl around a little bit with Big Show and Rollins. and then they're just pretty much kicking Seth Rollins' ass. Eventually, Dean Ambrose dives on Seth Rollins, and then Big Show does like the WMD to Ambrose's leg, and they pretty much kick Dean Ambrose's ass for like a majority part of the match. At one point, the security interfered and threw Ambrose into the barricade, and then Roman Reigns gets the hot tag. He goes off on Seth Rollins, and Corporate Kane tries to interfere. He gets Seth Rollins. Gets thrown into Corporate Kane. He hits the Superman punch on Rollins, and then he hits a Superman punch on the security, which is weird because he only hit Mercury. He didn't hit Noble, but Noble sold it anyways. And then he goes for the spear on... and then Big Show chokeslams Reigns. And then Ambrose goes off the top on a Big Show, and then he goes off the top to the turnbuckle and elbows everybody, and then Reigns spears Rollins for the win. And that was the end of SmackDown. The end of SmackDown happening on Friday nights. It's now going to be back to Thursday night, so, I mean, it's not going to change anything. It's still going to be taped on Tuesdays because I am going to a live SmackDown show this month, and it's being taped on Tuesdays. So this is kind of how it is. But anyhow, that's my review. I thought SmackDown was actually not that bad. I mean, I think it should have been a little bit better just because this was the final Friday SmackDown to happen on Friday. So I expected it to be good on that route, but we got some good stuff. We got, the Sin Cara Bad News Barrett stuff was good. The tag team title match was good, and the main event was okay, I guess. And the opening promo was good. Is there anything else that was good before I click off? Maybe Bray Wyatt's promo backstage was good, and the Ascension. They're all progressing the Ascension. I think they're gonna have them get a push with the tag team titles. It's just how it is. But that's my review. I was gonna say predictions, but it's a review. Oh, and Seth Rollins' promo. The opening promo was good. But that's my review of SmackDown. Leave your thoughts on the comments down below, because just feel free. And then you can click on the right corner right in there to subscribe to me so you can see more videos from me. And that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.